Well, that's a bit weird.
What? Oh my God. It's fucking Istvan Toth.
It's Istvan Toth. What the hell's he doing here?
And who's the other peasant? Oh, Jesus Christ be praised, chat. Jesus Christ be praised, chat.
Who's this bunch of weirdos hiding behind the tree?
Get off behind that bloody tree!
Welcome
Buddy,
to
how
Prague.
you doing?
Welcome to Prague.
Thank you, mate. Hello.
May she be merciful.
Yes, may she. Hello.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Good to see you.
Okay, so this is pretty special. We've basically had nearly every cast member of KCD today. We have the glorious, the devious,
Thank you.
the malicious
Thank you.
Istvan Toth, otherwise known as Logan Hillier.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Alex Monteiro here, who's played, well, tell everybody you played. You played loads of characters.
I played Adjutant Michael and like
He's the mic.
19, 20 other characters on that somewhere.
And also in the live action series, he was the narrator. So do it for him.
In Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2. We were just fucking, we were just doing this. Yeah.
He's had a rehearsal.
Yeah, we were just talking about, feral Cockney accent.
Yeah, feral Cockney. Spoken by orcs and pirates.
Yes, exclusively those.
Yeah, I remember doing the trailer and they kept saying more. I'm like, in Kingdom Come, more. In Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2.
Suddenly he found himself crouched over. Like,
In Kingdom Come, and Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2.
That's
really
what
want
you
to
do
smell
look like that in the video.
Mordor.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord Taron.
Oh my God. Thanks for joining us, guys.
So we're going to the beer garden.
pleasure.
Where is it?
Oh, the one that we came from? But also, this is
We
open,
can
no?
get a drink here and sit on the
This
river,
is a
maybe.
lovely place and you have a
but this
beautiful
is-
view.
We've been in the sun the whole day. If this is in the shade.
We're on hour 5 of the
So-
stream.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
So a beer is very much needed.
Have you seen the church still? Check out the...
Have you walked through the cemetery?
No.
I said,
No.
there's a, I don't know if it's open, but there's a beautiful cemetery. I don't know if how like taboo it is to walk through a cemetery.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine.
There's
But it's
cemeteries in the game.
It's where like Antonin Dvořák is buried. It's where Alphonse Mucha is buried. It's like super old, a lot of famous.
Well, should we go get a beer and then see how we go?
Yeah.
See how we feel?
Sure.
Joel can have a sit down.
Yeah,
walk through
exactly.
the cemetery.
No, it's very beautiful. Art Nouveau.
Yes.
The doors are lovely. The doors are...
The doors are my favorite doors in Prague.
Okay.
on this this beautiful cathedral here.
So I'm sure that the peasants will have questions for both of you.
I mean, they're not gonna have many questions for me, I'm sure, but I'm sure they'll have it for
No,
the,
I'm sure
the
they
evil
will.
overlord. over
Yeah.
here.
That's really a matter of perspective.
I'm just his bandit.
He's my stalker.
So what was the word again, Michael, for being pushed out of a window?
Defenetration.
Defenetration.
The first defenestration of the Czech Republic was Istvan Toth, no?
Was it actually?
I think so.
That's quite
He's
a
the
claim.
historian.
That is quite a claim. Is that true?
Well, according to the game's lore, apparently, it's not recorded as such.
I learned
When
to.
was the first defenestration?
Well, the one that is most recognised is 1419 New Town Hall. 20-odd councillors pitched out by Hussite supporters and onto awaiting spikes and halberds, and where they were chopped to pieces. and had their
Radzig?
bodies stomped into the ground. So similar fate to Radzig there.
You really know your stuff, Radzig.
I do. Yeah.
Oh my
that
God,
happen to Peter the
Radzig.
Great's
Radzig?
family. Didn't Peter the Great's family get hacked to pieces by halberds? And that's what made him so
I don't
weird.
know.
Your response?
I don't know. All I can say is that it's fairly quick. Fairly quick.
You heard it here first, folks. The first debate.
More.
Sorry, there's more. You heard it here first, folks. You're right, then, eh?
You need to be coughing up spit. I want to hear the spit being gog. Yeah.
You are right, then, yourself. The first defenestration. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So we're gonna head to the beer garden. Lovely Vishrad. Having a nice, beautiful walk in beautiful Prague, Czech Republic.
The peasants can't believe that we've met all of the actors today. They're kind of amazed.
I didn't even know you guys were going to be here. We just kind of stumbled upon
Just a complete coincidence, right? None of this was planned, of course.
See an art book?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
If this hadn't been term, we would have had you.
Well, you've caught us at the opportune moment. Yes, you have Istvan Toth.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Petra.
Petra, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Michael, hi.
You're seeing here an authentic peasant of Prague
Would it be possible to have autographs?
getting an autograph
Of course.
from Sir Hans Capon
Absolutely.
That would
and
be
Radzig.
great.
Do you want
And
any
the evil.
appropriate pages? 'Cause we do have
And the evil Istvan Toth.
Or where do you prefer?
Oh, I think this
Here.
will be better. Yeah,
Okay.
at one place.
From the forges.
I
From the
gave you
forges.
Coming from the forges.
Oh, cool. Oh, his little smiley face.
Always.
That's cute.
Thank you.
Thank
It's a
you.
beautiful book.
I always do a little kiss. There you go.
Now we see Istvan Toth grab the marker
Just comes naturally.
as he approaches the book and writes with a lovely bit of scripture.
Of course. So, Petra, where are you from?
I'm from Prague.
You're from Prague? You lived here?
Petra
your whole
is
life?
from Prague.
Amazing.
We're getting in for a closer look.
Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty of you.
Petra needs a moment. As we give her a moment, we hang back.
Alex has co-opted the feed.
Alex, you've got to sign it as well.
Listen, I'm just a...
Alex doesn't think he's one of us. One of us.
Hello.
One of us.
We are waiting now here.
How do we get a
It's
picture?
like
Do
a
you want us
elven
to
golf.
selfie it? Or...
Now we're quiet on the 29th green.
Alex?
Yeah, I
if
can
you
take
don't
a
wanna
photo.
be in
Alex,
the
if you don't want to
picture-
be one of us.
I'm like
He's like, I'm not one of
I'm
the
like
actors.
a bunch of bandits.
Okay. He's a bunch of bandits, but I think that's
He is
important.
Skiff in Stalker
He's
2.
from Eastern Europe.
He's also Skiff in Stalker 2, yes. There you go, get in here.
Wow, do you want to hold the book? Or
No.
She doesn't want to hold the book. Lovely little photo. Move this so we can see the lovely church in the back.
Pivot.
Oh, here we are.
He's a filmmaker, guys. He's got to do his
Can you
thing.
tell?
He's just trying to show you his prowess.
Can I get a 35 over here?
Gotta get coverage.
That's it.
And we got an ND in the back.
It is another peasant.
It's another peasant! Woo!
Another peasant has arrived.
It is a great pleasure to meet you all. I did not expect you on the
She did
A
not
lovely
expect
addition.
the
She
evil
eyes me
Istvan Toth.
suspiciously.
Yes, I do. But I believe it is the real you.
It is,
But
unfortunately.
you're not seeing my eyes.
That is true, but you know, the voice is kind of. You remember that?
The eyes, Chico, they never lie.
Go on, give us a
I
line.
don't want to keep you too long.
What's your
line,
name? What's your
Logan.
name?
I'm Rosa.
Rosa, nice
Yes.
to meet you.
I'm
Oh,
Rosa.
Rosa.
Great.
Lovely name.
Yeah. You read my message in the chat like 2 days ago about my sick new fucking tattoo.
Holy
Check
shit, look at
out.
that. Chat, get a load of this.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
And also, shout out to the person whose name I've already forgot. Fuck, I'm so nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. It's only Istvan Toth.
I
The
know,
name
but
is
you know,
probably
you're
Voita.
just a
No
little
big deal.
peasant and you are the royalty, so I don't know how to deal with that.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's fine. Anyway, and
Pleasure.
have you actually really moved here?
Yeah,
Holy
yeah, I
fucking
moved here
shit.
last week.
That's insane.
But he lives in
Wow.
Ratai.
Well,
He moved to
I do
Ratai.
congratulate
Oh, you moved to Ratai?
I wish. No,
No, that is a shit.
no.
There's
I
not
think I
much there.
probably have some rights to it, but I.
Let me just say
No, I
there's
don't
one
live
type
there.
of
Yeah, don't
coffee.
apply.
No, I
It's
live
a
in
shit.
Ratai.
in
I was there the other
sort of
day. I went
Prague.
for the first time to check
Actually,
it
I
out.
can't say that on stream.
No,
can I?
don't
Can't
do
say
that.
where I live
No,
because
no. Do
we'll
not
have
know.
peasants at the door.
Do not want to
I'll have peasants at the door.
Sorry,
Bye, Petra. Nice to meet you.
Petra
Bye.
has bidded her farewell
Yeah.
Yeah, but stop
with
that.
book in hand
I work in a pub.
and the fine signage and autographs
What's
from
the
these
pub?
fine
Do you mind
men.
saying what the pub's called?
No, not at all. It's called
I'm the-
Blinkoteka.
We needed you earlier.
It's on Rašínovo nábřeží, you know, next to the Palacké náměstí. So you are always welcome. I'm there usually Tuesdays, but not for the next 3 weeks.
Marketeer.
A shameless
Very
That
plug.
was very slick.
Did you practice that?
Are you an
No,
actor?
no, I'm
Really?
still feeling like I might puke.
Rosa has now done a shameless plug.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Smashed
I am
it.
feeling very validated, and thank you. I don't want to
That's
keep
my
you
job.
too long. So if you wouldn't mind taking a picture with me.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, let's get one all together.
Yeah, and
I will now take my duties to take the photograph.
Oh my god, this beautiful voice. Such a pleasure. Oh no, it was from motional videos.
Come jump in the middle and. There you go.
Here we are,
There you go.
taking another photograph on this interesting machine from the 21st century. Jan Ukaso.
He's just
Like a medieval Richard Attenborough.
special guy.
A medieval
What a moment.
David Attenborough. That's good. Look at the peasants. Now the peasants have arrived.
Oh my God.
See, look.
I wish for you to not meet another people for quite some time, so you can actually get that beer.
Well, we keep trying to get there,
Yeah,
but
I really do
there's slight obstacles, but they're lovely obstacles. It's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm headed.
Bye, Rosa.
Yeah, bye.
Rosa,
Nice to meet you.
lovely tattoo.
Bye bye.
No, when you
Pleasure.
sent that message,
Have a good one.
I thought there was a mob following you. I thought you were literally parading through Prague with a
Oh,
mob
dude.
of people.
At one point, it was.
Let me give the
it was
microphone to
crazy.
these gentlemen.
We were on Charles Bridge, and honestly, oh, yes, hello.
Oh, nice
Nice to meet you. And Istvan Toth and Sir Radzig.
And here we have
Carson.
someone else stepping in. He
Critters.
didn't know that they were there. He walked by casually
We're
and then
doing a
looked
live
back and said,
stream.
"Aren't you?"
Sorry.
As
good
we
move.
do a
I
tour
would
of
have done it
Prague.
myself.
We're trying to get to the
a big
ale
garden.
house.
Oh, ale house.
Yeah,
So yeah,
down there.
yeah, I think so.
Okay, we're gonna get there eventually. How are you doing, Lord of the Drinks?
Yeah.
One beer to rule them all.
What a coincidence. We were just talking about Lord of the Rings.
And beer. Oh wow!
Lord of the Rings chat. Lord of
Another
the
shameless plug.
Rings.
The best beer you have up there.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Please do. You might as well get us all in. Let's go. Let's do
I've been commissioned again for another photograph.
We actually can't get to the destination. It's so crazy.
No, I know.
It's mad.
We're
We're really trying, but
People know the city well. Is the problem.
Oh, Glugan, you gotta get in here.
Oh, sorry.
We must get closer.
Poczekaj.
yeah, let's film photo. There you go.
You need to press the button.
Charming,
Yeah, I think.
lovely.
Got my head
Nice to
Thank
meet you. What
you
was your
very
name?
I'm Mark.
Mark. Nice to meet you, Mark.
Kiss
Have a
me,
good day.
Mark.
Cheers, dude.
Kiss me.
I might show it to you.
Okay, should we run?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a meme of
Should we
me,
just
you,
fucking bolt it?
Henry.
One of the things I've learned in 15 years of tour guiding is sometimes you have to just push.
And I was like naming it, and I was like,
But do you often get? Oh, sorry.
I was like,
Do you often
James
get
Bond,
people coming
like
up to you?
Garborn.
And,
No, never.
no.
Because they didn't use my face.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Firstly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Istvan over me, and then over you I put.
Radzig
No
is
one
not
knows who this guy
like
is, but
my
we think
natural
he lives
voice,
in
right?
Dubai
Yeah.
now.
But one of my tour guide buddies, he's always like,
No, you
have to
say get you back, man.
I know someone
You
from
have to say you
KCD,
back.
and someone's
have to
always
send
in
that.
the game. They're like, "What? You know someone from KCD?" But I never have people on my tour who know the game. It's really
Really?
strange. I plug it occasionally just to see if anybody knows it, and I know everyone's like, "I've never heard of it, mate." So there it is.
Well,
Oh,
how far away is this
right
big
there.
ale house now?
You see where it says Nad Radbach?
Yeah.
That is the beer garden.
We've reached the ale house, chat.
Don't worry, hands. We're
We've
almost
fucking
there.
done it.
Henry will be waiting for us. I'm joking, live feed. That's a horrible joke. So let you in for that. He's not here. That was just,
don't
that
build
was
their
just me
heads-
riffing as Radzig.
Don't build up their hopes.
Yeah,
the
no.
peasants.
Is anyone like is we looking at the comments? Is anyone like?
Yeah,
yeah,
I've,
yeah.
I've been doing that all day. It's just distracted.
Sometimes I go on the stream and I talk to Luke, and he never talks to me.
No.
talks.
Look how fast the chat moves,
I
Alex.
know it's very fast.
Look how fast it moves.
He's only immortal.
Well, to be fair, Alex,
can
when he
only
when he
read
found
so
out that you were
fast.
coming today, I told him. He was like, "Oh, really?
He said, "Who?
Who? Oh, the Canadian. What?
Dan's at 37."
You mean Dan Brown? Dan.
I never got to meet Dan.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if
He's working just around the corner.
guys, I don't know if you know this, but actually, although Alex, he's playing this down because he's a very humble Canadian, only played some bandits. He's actually Skiff in Stalker 2.
Indeed.
So another amazing bonus for Prague actors is that game has
He
been.
lives in Dubai now, and he's unavailable for work.
Anyone else out there listening, agents? I'm very much available for work. I'm living in Dubai, but I'm
You're breaking up. Oh,
Goodness me.
oh, goodness me, indeed.
Right, finally a beer. Finally a beer.
Finally a beer.
Let's show them where it is.
Yeah.
No, they come.
Just walk straight in, cover the
come
camera. Nobody
flocking.
knows where we are. They know where we are. They know where we are.
Oh, can we get food here as well? Amazing. Great shout.
You can get the burger classic.
Right, well, this is
I
the
recommend
final
we
stop.
base up there, but that's more sunny. If you want to sit on a
No, let's get in there. Let's just
shade
sit
in
over
that
here.
corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beer.
Pivos. Joel, Pivo.
Yes, beer, please.
Pivo.
Chelsea, please.
I'm driving later, so I'll get a Burrell. I'll like it a Kofola. Yeah,
They got the pomelo grap.
Yeah, pomelo grap's always good. Yeah.
Refreshing.
Right, chat, can we prepare some questions for Logan and for Alex? Maybe some of the mods, if you could send me some.
Oh, here we go.
We're just going to sit now and chill and have beer, so if you've got
Oh,
any questions,
destination.
it's a rare opportunity.
Oh, Joel, take that backpack off, sir. Let me help you.
And also, shout out to Joel, shout out to Unlimited IRL, who sponsored today's stream. It has been the most amazing stream. I didn't think we'd get everyone. Obviously we knew, didn't we, right? Did we? Was this an accident that we ran into every actor?
Oh, yeah, complete accident.
Complete
Yeah,
accident, right?
totally.
No, I didn't think we'd get everybody, but thank you for setting that up. He was sneakily texting while I was dealing with the stream.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
fun.
my mic's off. Shit.
Oh, turn it off or out of battery. Should. The red button.
The red button.
Yeah, mine's the red button.
I think it might be the battery. Possibly.
Yeah, let's swap. Let's
Yeah.
swap for a second. Because this light's on, which means I think probably.
Okay, I'll take this one.
I got the shot.
Oh,
Oh,
it fell,
It fell.
Well, what I might do is, if you've got a bunch of people there, I can switch to the shotgun mic.
Oh, that might be a good idea. Yeah, let's do
We'll
that.
just pick up the. Give me a sec.
Sorry, chat. Technical problems. We'll be back.
Yeah, it looks like it's. Looks like
Wow.
it's. I think
It's funny because the other one's still got about 20% left or so. So it doesn't know. Maybe the.
They're usually good for like 5-6 hours, so they're probably on the way out now.
Possible.
Is it maybe just high usage? Like it was only picking up, only activates when signal?
Did it just drop out now?
It seems to be the case.
Yeah, it's got a red flashing light. All right.
Yeah, they're coming back, guys. Logan's coming back. They're just gone for beers.
Oh, dude.
But we're going to
And
set up
you want
here.
some food, Luke, yeah?
I'd love some food, yeah. I'd love a nice burger or something. Because we haven't really eaten much.
I don't know what's best for you, Joel, whether we got on either side of the table or something.
Yeah, I'll figure this out. I'm just going to switch the. I can always pull over a
Bear with us, chat.
setting up the new scene.
Yeah. And
If you need to hit the head at any point, just let me know.
no, dude, I'm good. I just need food. It's just like it's been a long time without some grub, proper grub. But yeah, we're just gonna get set up, get some food ordered, get some beers, and then we will commence some kind of chat with the guys.
How's your battery looking?
On my phone, 9%. Not ideal.
Yeah, I mean
I wish
I
I'd
need this
brought
other
my.
battery a second to keep we're good on the camera for a bit.
Oh, look at this. Radzig to the rescue.
Practical pit, as they call me.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, look at
They
that.
come bearing gifts, chat. Beautiful.
Thanks, dude.
Authentic Kofola. Here in the Czech Republic, in the Kingdom of Bohemia. Kofola.
As sponsored by Istvan Toth.
King of Bohemia, sponsored by Kofola.
That's impressive.
So good, it's evil.
Evil Gang, sponsored by Kofola.
That's the dream, Luke.
Yeah, that's where we're going, isn't it?
That's the dream.
That's where it's leading.
Yeah, a lifetime supply of Kofola.
Luke, if you want to
Then I'll retire.
shout some readies, I'll go see what burgers they got.
Beautiful.
I'll order in for you if you want.
Anything, just a cheeseburger with some fries. Sorted. That'd be amazing.
Spicy, non-spicy?
Yeah, spicy. If they have it, yeah.
Okay. Joel?
Amazing.
I'll come over in a sec, mate. Have a look. I'm just going to get the mic set, and then I'll be with you.
Joel. Joel, how you doing, Joel?
Pretty good, thanks.
You must be fucking dying over there. 5 hours of holding that
this
camera.
This is probably the hottest.
Do you guys know each other before?
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I could do a handshake here.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, man.
You based in Prague?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I should have introduced
Oh, cool.
you.
Yeah,
How have we never met each other?
I don't know. Actually, it's.
Where you been?
If you want to know some
We've
more-
been here.
Well, I moved to for the games industry, and I don't know if you guys know Keen Software House, Space Engineers. I don't know if you've heard of it. No? Okay, well, so I came over here for this, and then in the last couple of years, I've been really busy with shifting into the IRL streaming. You know, our company helps. If you see a streamer out there doing this kind of thing, like there's a 95% chance you work with them in some capacity.
Okay.
So it's amazing what they've got in this backpack. So it's like connected to the camera.
Amazing.
It's awesome.
I've watched the stream. It's like
it's amazing. And
A bit shaky today,
but basically they have a server that you connect your stream to, and you can like remotely from my phone I can stream from YouTube and Twitch through that camera because it's connected to this backpack thing.
together.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
Your arms must be rock solid.
Yeah, not really actually. I don't leave.
It's been at it 5
I'm
hours.
Actually, normally stuck behind my desk, but I'm just gonna. Guys.
They like today too.
Yeah.
That aren't in the Czech Republic. It's 41 degrees today.
Ooh. Wait, no.
I was gonna say that.
I think it's like 25. It's pretty nice.
Dubai,
But in
maybe.
the sun. But in the sun.
You can't get him out of Dubai.
Right.
Like Dubai? Yeah, why did you go to Dubai? Why did you...
There
There was so many opportunities.
I live here, and I keep forgetting that. And every time I see him, like, did you come in for Greece? He's like, no, man, I live here. So now he's like, he's claiming I'm from Dubai.
Yeah.
You are.
Where's the other mic?
We're just switching to the shotgun mic.
Okay, perfect. No, it's fine. I have may I ask you some questions?
You turn this up, I think, guys, right?
For the good people.
Sure.
I'd like to ask a question. Yeah. I would like you now. I know it's difficult because you are Hans Capon. You are Hans Capon, Luke Dale.
They're the same thing.
They're the same.
Yeah.
But if you could put on a new voice for that character,
A new voice for Hans.
completely different voice,
Yeah, different direction.
Different
as well.
direction.
Like emotional direction, everything.
everything. I'll give you time. When you think about it, give us a few lines, famous lines. How dentist sooner you were.
If I just did the whole
Oh,
character
yes.
like that. Yeah, I think I'd go down that route. Make him.
That's really those are for any of those. If you're new to voice acting, I mean, those are only the two choices.
Yeah, for sure. Northern English.
Thank you.
And Mockney.
Mockney, or as Jim High says, a feral cockney. Is
Yeah,
my-
Jamie Oliver's more like Mockney, right?
Or your Jim High is wondering maybe who the one is surprised here. Yeah, it's
But you
had
got a
long
message from
day.
Jim.
Well, we're in the group.
He's already been on stream.
Is he still in the Middle East?
He was there when we got accosted on Charles Bridge.
You got accosted.
Oh, dude, it was ridiculous.
Was there a big group?
It was crazy. I'd sign something and take a photo, and I'd turn to my right, and there was another person there, but it just wouldn't stop. I mean, it's very lovely, but we were like, we will never get off this bridge.
Scum.
Clear the bridge at once.
Clear the bridge!
Clear the bridge.
Yeah.
Lord coming through!
Back up,
But it was absolutely
Fix bayonets.
wild. It was wild. I couldn't
Yeah.
fucking believe it.
That's fun.
Charles Bridge, right? What the fuck? That was wild.
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of thought at some point it's
Yeah.
like it's going to happen.
It was amazing.
If they find us once, they'll find us again.
God bless them.
Yeah, of course, amazing. Beautiful.
So what happened? Was there actually a mob there?
There was
No, but it just started building momentum, and it's
It
just
started
like,
to become a mob.
It was becoming.
And you were like, let's get moving. and Radzig bundles you into the limo.
well, kind of. I mean, the tour guide instinct kicked in, you know.
Yeah, it was you. You were like, we need to move.
we need to move now.
We need to go because we got to meet Peter Hoskan. Right? We got someone to be.
He did the whole listening to the ground thing.
Peter
Right? He listened to the ground like, there's a mob coming.
So you met Peter.
We did.
We
and
did
James
meet
Peter
Peter.
and Jim High.
Jim High.
Peter was very matter of fact though. I was just like, what was it like working at Games? He was like, I barely remember it. I was like, okay.
No.
I
remember nothing at the end.
To be fair, no. Peter has
I was high on
this
PCP.
incredible memory. Like I don't know how long he's been acting, like 50 years now or something.
True that, yeah.
And he'll remember shows. He does 5 Zimmerman shows with us, but literally he'll be like, "Did I meet you last Tuesday? Okay, fine." It's like it's gone. Like that kind of stuff, just gone.
He was the first actor I saw in Prague when I moved here.
Well, I told him about
absolutely brilliant.
I told him about him doing the mentor,
that one-man show.
Minotaur in.
Oh, and the enemies, yeah.
Yeah.
But did you see his one-man show?
I did not. I didn't know about it. I wasn't here.
So good.
For those of you who
It
aren't
was so
too
weird.
familiar
It was
with
like a
Peter
Mad Max
Hoskins' work,
thing. It's very strange.
He's worked alongside. He starred alongside Meryl Streep.
oh, did he?
He was like a big actor in Australia. You know the film with "The Thing You Like My Baby." I can't even do that. It's that film with Meryl Streep.
Yeah, it's quite famous.
He plays the
baby.
the baby. He plays the baby. No, he plays the prosecutor. Either the prosecutor or her defense attorney. It's like a big role, and he was like, yeah, he's a legend. I love Peter. And I could just listen to his voice like all day.
He's done like 24 audiobooks.
It was so nice of him to turn up. It was so
He
nice.
did that. I shot a
War and
live
Peace
music
by Peter
video,
Hosking.
and it was a very theatrical music video. And we started with like a prologue or with like this, and we shot the live music video. We had Peter do the voice at the beginning. He's like, a long time ago.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Peter, actually.
Yeah, he's got great range, even at that age.
Let me see if any questions.
I was in Edmund with him. Edmund by David Mamet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I played this racist guy he meets in a bar. And then slowly I got more characters, because there's about 18 characters in the cast of that. But he only meets them, Edmund only meets them for like little vignettes. And then slowly the actors kind of burned out or went in different directions. So a bit like probably 39 Steps, right? The actors start taking on more characters. Right. So you got one guy playing 6 characters.
Which is always fun.
Yeah. It's a good play though, it's very dark.
I've asked my mods to filter through some questions for us, because I'm sure there'll be some. I just can't always follow the chat all the way. But thanks for joining, boys.
Yeah,
I do appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
spot.
real joy. We've seen many of the actors today. It's been a real joy.
I think Vijayrad's now in my top 5 Prague places. I never really hung out with it before, but I've hung out here a lot.
Vijayrat.
This zone, yeah, this area, because you've got great views. No, it's the Letna Park is the.
And a lot of
probably
tourists
the
don't
main.
come here, which is wild because it's one
Well,
of
they will now.
yeah,
And
it's
you
one
need
of
to
the
get into Zhishkov if you haven't.
No,
gone.
it's
one of the best. Best views.
It's true
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
people,
We thought about going there, but is it quite far away?
we
Save
just
it
wasn't
for
on the route.
It's
really.
another separate thing.
Another
Zhishkov's
stream.
its own town,
Another
right?
It's another
Guys, calm down.
Zhishkov's like a.
Calm down, all right?
Well, it was a separate.
It was a separate town.
How
Zhishkov
high
was
your
a separate
fucking
town
yeah,
until
so
the
Zhishkov,
early
Exactly.
20th century.
We'll do Jan Žižka. We'll do Jan Žižka in Žižkov.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got to get Adrian over.
Adrian.
Get him on that horse.
Okay, we've got some questions. Logan, how do you feel about Istvan's end?
Spoiler alert.
End.
End? What a word to use, chap.
Well, like either way, right? I mean, I guess you've all exhausted all possibilities of different directions it could go, but either way, I'm kind of immortal right now, so I'm comfortable with it. I'm either a demon, forever in Henry's head, or I'll somehow mysteriously be reanimated by Erik.
Favourite line from the game? That's for both of you.
And
I mean,
and
okay,
you.
for me, it's that I don't know if it's a guard or
Favorite line.
or if it's I can't remember the character.
What's
When
the
it's just
intro?
like
What's the intro like? Kingdom
in
Come.
Kingdom Come,
That's
Deliverance.
my favourite line.
When they just like it's a little meta moment where like the character winks at the camera. And it's like, it was just like they'll kill us to Kingdom Come.
It's raining.
Deliverance.
It's raining Kingdom Come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably my favorite.
I don't know. I think probably reliving that whole Suchtol scene on Saturday brought back a lot of memories from the studio as well, because my voice is hoarse now, but I remember it was exactly the same. But I still like, we can't beat them through every thicket and the fiefdom. I don't know why it's such a cute line.
Thicket of the fiefdom.
We gotta get rid of these people, Radzig. Well, we can't beat them through every thicket and the fiefdom.
I would say there's a few in Kingdom Come 2, but they've not yet built the gallows I'll swing from. Boy, is a good one.
Nice.
And that's in that drop down dialogue, I think, in the jail scene between me, you, and Henry.
Nice.
And the other one is like, we must have the same fairy godmothers. Pause. Pause.
Yeah,
I think Istvan got some.
Yeah, I've got some bangers, man. They're great lines.
Absolutely. I think for me, a bad day is just a bad day. It's a classic.
Yeah,
and it
that's
also
good.
like it actually I end up using it to like if I have had a shit day, it helps. Like it actually helps.
There's
I think that line is also such a good way to show like the other side of Hans Capon. It's like because he's such like and especially in the first game and then in the second, like he's such a spoiled little shit. But then he has these moments where he's just like you have
the
these
humanity.
moments, the humanity kind of peeks through, and
Well,
those are.
he gets pulled through in that adventure with Henry, doesn't he? He does have to prove himself by being a supportive friend and whatever else. So it's nice to see that journey.
They mentioned that as well in this interview I did in Germany the other day, that like Hans really redeems himself in the plot line from being such a spoiled bastard.
Yeah.
Shout out to the writers.
But
Well, I was just going to.
But there's a redemption arc for Hans, I heard.
There is a lot of philosophy, and maybe some of it is touching on cliche, but there is a lot of philosophy in it. And Petra just then, she was saying that actually the game helped her through a really hard spot. Just
a lot of people say that. Yeah.
just that there is this sort of sense
Better
of
than therapy. It's better than
overcoming troubles, overcoming hardships, and coming through it and realizing, it's just a bad day, just a bad day. So.
Funnily enough, one of the questions was, is there anything that you've taken from playing the characters into your real life? So that's actually. Is there anything else that you've taken from the project that you
children.
not that I'm aware of.
All the bastards.
All the bastards.
How many?
Come gather
How
round.
many bastards? Come on, Fessa.
There you are,
How many
Geraldine,
bastards are there?
Augustine, and Jemima.
Quarter of the
You're going to make a
population of
sword
Scallops.
for all of them
Where
too?
are your dozen sisters?
Do they all get a fucking sword?
No. One gets a mace, one gets a mangonel. We'll teach them all the arts of
Diversity.
medieval warfare. I guess. I think maybe playing Radzig has made me. I don't know. I think I've quite a philosophical mindset, but it's reinforced it. It's like that is a valid thing. Seeing it put in the context of how it relates to the other characters and thinking, okay, maybe it can affect people in a good way. To be stoic.
I was
to be
affected
stoic.
by Radzig. I've said it in this interview. I was deeply affected by Radzig in my first playthrough. Really tapped into that father complex. I mean, seriously.
Well, he's very stoic.
And when he walks out he brings you out onto the kind of green, kind of grassy, kind of cliff top overlooking the woods, and kind of gives you a first kind of like proper cuddle after you've done well. I was like, oh my god, they're really hitting the mother load here. But yeah, as I said on the interview, 5 minutes of critical thinking, then Radzig can get in the bin.
No,
Get in the bin!
That is
Get
not,
in the
that is-
bin!
Get in there!
That is
Get in
not
that
fair. We
bin.
can analyse that further for various reasons.
Can we analyse
in
that
terms of
further?
medieval, whatever. I'm going to get the Boigers.
Yeah,
Please do. And can you grab me another beer, dude? Is that alright? I'll pay.
That's inside, is it?
I'll happily pay for all.
The
this.
man's a legend.
I should probably pay for
If
it.
you have wares, I have coin.
I have plenty of groschen, but it's all coming from Hanush.
We'll sort it out later.
Alright, we'll sort it out later. But another beer would be great.
It's got a Khaji camp vibe.
Apart from
That's
playing
right.
Adjutant Michael, this is you, in KCD2, how did it compare to playing the other 19 voices that you did?
Yeah.
Someone asked in chat.
I mean, yeah, I think. I mean, to kind of answer this in a different way. Like as you mentioned, I play the main character of Stalker 2, Skiff. And with that, I showed up and kind of you have a role to play. You have to really get into that character, and you have to really maintain that. You have to kind of maintain this character for years, because it's not like doing television or film, you know, where you're in for a few weeks or a few days or whatever. You're in for years, and you could have like one day you're doing performance capture, and like, you know, 8 months later you're doing the voice of that character. So trying to, like, you know, be in that one character is a lot of challenge. Where in Kingdom Come, playing like numerous characters, playing lords and playing bandits and guards and playing, you know, Adjutant Michael is another one of those examples of a character. You kind of like, you just get to have a lot more fun with it. And I think that we were just talking about this earlier about how it got to a point after the 20th character. I was just like,
5.
I was
God,
just like,
7.
I just was just like, they're like, make sure you have like consistency, because, you know, we want to be able to use this everywhere. And I'm just like, I'm going to do something wild here. And I just start throwing out characters, like really wild voices. There's one character in Kingdom Come that I do. His name, I think, is Wolfram. We'll say Wolfram. And I put on this wild accent for it, this wild character, thinking it was a couple lines. And then I get back there like a couple months later, and they say, "Oh, we're here for another 4-hour session for that one character." And I'm like, what character? What character? Oh, that character I thought was only a couple lines. Yeah, so I had to go back and do this outlandish fake Irish accent that ended up upsetting all of my Irish friends.
They found
It was a lot more fun.
What's that when your Irish
accent? What's the crack like, you know? You're right. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Playing, there's a lot less pressure, I think. When you're playing like a more serious character, like these guys have done, there's a lot certain pressure.
Well,
Especially, yeah, you did. That's true. But I think when you're playing these kind of like these NPCs, you get to have a lot. There's a lot less pressure, and so there's a lot more fun, I think, with it. You know.
They found one of my characters in his.
I do one other.
One.
Yeah, go on.
I saw this one, and he's like, he does this. Yeah, right. They come into this thing, and he's like, "Hello, Henry. Why have you come into my cottage?" And I'm like, what the fuck?
Did they pick up that it was you?
Yeah, they're finding like different Logan voices in different sections.
Same.
But yeah, loads of different characters in that.
There was one character I voiced very briefly, and I think I was Northern, and I was complaining about Hans Capon.
Yeah.
And they were like, "That's fucking clever, actually."
I have the one that Chris found where I go, Lord Capon is... No, I think it's Lord Radzig, actually. I go, Lord Radzig is a goodly lord.
Also, when you wrote Wolfram Prudes, I wrote the wiki for that character. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry to any of the Irish if I offended you.
So, who is one character that you would love to have a real life chat with?
I'm having one.
Yeah, good point.
Wait a second.
Outside of the main cast.
Probably Sigismund, I would think, for me.
I mean, I think
the Markvart would be pretty predictable in what he would say.
Yeah.
But I think Sigismund would be pretty off the wall. I think.
Henry's dad would be a good lad to have a pint with, you know. Go grab a pint with Henry's.
I don't know if he's going to say something that's going to rock my world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
or if he's dead.
I think Sigismund could say something that would rock my world. I've got time for Hanush. I don't know that enough about that character yet. And I'm really interested in listening to Zhishkov.
Yeah, Zhishka.
Before I make my
definitely
call on
Jan Zhishka. Mm-hmm. Because here's the funny thing about Zhishka. No one really knows how he lost his eye, right?
I'm not sure.
Historically,
no, that's why they were able to.
That's why they were able to add it to the game that Henry was the reason. They don't really know historically how he lost his eye. Presumably in some barbecue.
I started a joke for my friend and said, but lost it in a fist fight as a boy.
Oh, before I forget, can we plug your stream? Lauren, do you stream if you do?
Not at the moment.
I don't. stream much. I tried once. I was told it was the most embarrassingly entertaining stream ever made.
That's the one you did. Was that the one you
That's good thing, right?
No, not that one. That one was great fun. I tried one on my own, and people were like, this guy really doesn't know how to play video games.
And like in the time zone in Dubai, that allows different audiences.
I'm at the Real Skiff. I'll put it in the comment section. At the Real Skiff, which is also my my TikTok.
The facial
Yeah,
hair.
I know. This
But
is
yeah,
why I cut
at
it
the
off.
Real Skiff, I'll do some streaming. We'll do some streams. We'll do some streams.
We're gonna stream.
We're gonna stream.
Stream.
Joel,
A lot of streaming.
What's up, dude?
need to eat.
The streaming wars.
I know. I'm gonna get something.
Here I am.
If you want, just leave the
Just tell us-
camera static.
Yeah, it's good. I got it set in a
It's
good way.
me,
Yeah, tell us what you want.
Alex.
That Kofola hit the spot though. Damn, that was absorbed.
Lots of fans of Stalker 2 in chat.
Hey,
Yeah?
someone said they thought I was British. Hey, the gooey juice. Oh, thank you for saying that.
But he's not fucking British.
Where's he from? Oh, you mean me?
Skiff.
Oh no, Skiff isn't. No, I mean maybe they meant like because of the trailers I do.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, that is.
His Cockney was spot on. I've
It'd be
been
pretty
told
bad-
it's feral Cockney.
It'd be pretty bad if they were like, I thought Skiff actor was British.
Yeah,
You'd be like, fuck.
My favorite.
Who helped you with that Cockney accent?
Michael Pithen helped me with that.
It was already good.
No,
it was
it wasn't.
already. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
It was good. I was.
I
helped by a
literally
few
tweaked
people.
like 3 words in that whole script, and you were like, "Yeah, that was fine."
No, I've been helped along the way for I've been playing a few over the years. Played a lot of English characters, and I've been helped by been lucky to be helped by a lot of my friends. Thank you. It's very nice to say. I definitely still have a lot to work on with that accent, and obviously the many. I'd like to be able to nail down a few more regions. It's very, it's wild how differently it is. The accents are from just like 30 minutes away to another town, 30 minutes away. But this man right here is a master of accents. He's one in this city. He's one of the, or just not in this city, and one of the voice actors I know who's able to just change his accent and change his voice. He's just like I hold him in such a high regard. So I'll come to him for any kind of advice. He also plays, if anyone Stalker 2 fans are out there, he plays Faust. Give us a little Faust.
The monolith is the way.
There you go.
Oh!
You can't kill God just like you can't kill the sky up above.
And my favorite
Shit.
comment was somebody once was trolling in the comments and said, and called Faust. They said, this guy is doing a fake English accent, which is funny because Mikey isn't English. You never heard that? That's one of my favorite questions because we were just like, what? It just goes to show you,
You never can tell.
you never can tell. But yeah, this is the man I come to with if I need any regional accent help. This is the
UK regional. Let's be fair. Not
not
Canadian regional. I'm
Canadian
not going to help you
regional.
there.
Like, yeah, if it was like bandits, imagine Canadian bandits. That'd be like,
Oh,
hey, bud, fucking bud's coming over and hanging out.
Fundy bandit there. Where you come from, bud?
Hey, bud, fucking.
Oh.
You see fucking hands?
Oh, hey, do you want to join in the campfire? We got some sausages from Janos here.
We've been out on the boat all day with our boats are tired now.
For those of you out there who are Canadian, I apologize for my friends here.
We got some Janos sausage.
There's something over here that's like a little Northern Irish, a little Scandinavian, a little Minnesotan, which is pretty close. Fucking Henry Bud fucking came over. He was just a blacksmith, right? But then Bud started just fucking ripping.
Right?
Fucking Bud. He was just a blacksmith. Couldn't even fucking read, That was
Here's another question for you boys. Is there any scenes that you were jealous that someone else got to do and you would have liked to be able to
Every scene that Henry did. 'Cause he, no.
So, the entire story.
Well, I mean, Istvan Toth is such a great character. Would have been fun to have something juicy,
Yeah.
shitty, playing a shitty, obviously he doesn't think he's wrong, but playing someone who's, let's say, morally suspect and devious in a way. Well, Radzig I think Radzig is devious in a way as well, but...
As an actor, in fact,
Is this a break?
you've come back. No, we're still.
Okay, so
It's a good
Kofola,
point. Like,
so
it's-
good, it's evil.
Evil game.
It's a good point though. Like, you're playing someone that is, largely perceived as evil,
Yeah.
but you can't see him like that because that's ridiculous. No one sees themselves as evil.
Exactly.
So,
Although I think Istvan does at the end.
you think he does at the end?
Yeah, I think he catches up with him.
So how did you find that justification as Logan, justifying
Because
the
he's
choices?
because he's corrupted from his original vision. He's become decadent, I think. Over the years, you see him. He's kind of slugging wine back. He's kind of giving too many opportunities to Henry. He's becoming sentimental, right? By taking those risks, I think.
So what was his original mission?
To destroy the Ottoman Empire and plough salt
Huh.
into the soil so it may never happen again.
Yeah.
I think, right? But
So
the
at-
experience.
so at one point you had
he's on the frontier. He's on the frontier. So it's like you guys being against the Hungarians, right? He's against the Turks, and he's
So
saying
at some point you had
we
like
need to unite
a
against.
Christian moral
Oh yeah, definitely.
duty or right and path, and that was taken away from him. in a
I
way.
think so. I think as he, first of all, Nicopolis, right? Because the flower of chivalry.
We don't mention Necropolis.
Okay, but the flower of chivalry failed on the field that day, right? That's the key takeaway message. So for him, all of that kind of like Holy Crusade thing, I think kind of ended there. And then after that, again, this is in my head canon, he went to Constantinople with Sigismund to escape, right? So they escaped via the Danube and then down and then into Constantinople. And from there, they were dealing with all this ransoming, right? Of all these guys who've been captured, these high French lords who've been captured. They've got to pay all that, And he's suddenly in these cosmopolitan circles in Constantinople. At that time, for him, coming from Transylvania, would have been a backwards, right? And he's exposed to all this kind of court intrigue and Byzantine kind of stuff, and he gets into that and he gets corrupted. And I think that's where he loses his way. So I think at the end, he's aware that he is evil. I think he fully acknowledges it.
And here's an actor who's done his backstory work.
Yes.
When I was preparing for guard number 27,
From Dubai.
yeah, guard number 27 from Dubai has been difficult.
I'll
and
set him up, you bat him home, boy.
I was like, hey bud, is this guard from fucking Canada, right? He's like rural Canadian, and they're like, no,
we got some sausage here.
this is
What would a rural Canadian sounded like in 1403?
yeah, that's a good point. Probably speaking Iroquois.
So some might say, sorry, this is bad everywhere.
It's alright.
Some might say
Do it
that
on me.
Logan.
Yeah, we're getting liberal.
Hi, Dad.
Everyone's sharing saliva, but not in a good way.
Some might say that Istvan is somewhat charismatic. Was that something in your head when you were playing this?
Not in the general, not in a kind of battlefield general kind of way, but I think he is charismatic around the campfire.
But was that a choice of yours to make him charismatic, or is that just
Yeah, because
Logan
he's a
being
rogue.
charismatic?
No, he's a rogue, right? So he's got this charm about him. And I think the other thing that's important is that he can mix between the worlds of the aristocracy and the bandits, right? So he's got that kind of gift of the gab somehow, right? He's not necessarily like you know, like we fight for freedom or whatever, right? Like Braveheart, but he's good at like going around the camp circle and going, all right, guys, we're going to make a killing out of this.
Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. We're going to make money. We're going to make money, and he's good at convincing people that we're going to make money. I think. But that's kind of evil.
What a hat!
So he's a spiv.
Well, he's a rogue, right? I mean, that's the way. He never like fights from horseback like you do, or like Divish does, or anything like that. You only ever see him like holding a knife at people's throats.
Are there any lines from the game? Sorry, I'm going off what chat's asking. Are there any lines from the game that you didn't expect to become popular that did?
I know one. It's when me and you were in the Talbot, right? And I've got the knife at his throat.
Hello, friends.
Can't do it. It's so good. Lord, don't worry. Lord Toth is treating us like royalty.
So we're having a fine old time.
A great time.
I don't know what was
And
going
my
on.
face like.
I don't know what was going on in the directing there today. They were like, "No, make it more cheerful," and I was like, "Okay."
I remember it was a great day, and actually, Jade, I think it's Jade who played Stephanie, was really good. She was really good. That was really fun, and everyone was having fun with it.
Where are the? Because there were some female actors that worked on the game, but not many. not as many.
No.
But are there any that are based in Czech?
Yeah, Sinead Phelps, who was in the
Johanka.
first game as well. She plays
Johanka.
Johanka. But she plays Johanka?
She plays Johanka, yeah.
And she's in the first game as well.
She's a witch. She's one of the witches in the first game, which is one of my favourites.
I remember playing
the first game.
and I remember
you know
playing.
that scene.
Sinead's a good
It's
friend of
great-
ours.
It's incredibly funny.
Sinead's our good friend. She's an incredible actor.
Yeah, she's very good.
Yeah.
Great range.
Absolutely amazing. And she, I remember playing for the first time, and we're very close friends, and going to the bathhouse and,
I'll be mother.
Will
and
you?
hearing her voice.
For today, at least.
Can I help you with anything? And I'm like, no, this is weird. I gotta leave. I gotta go. This is too weird.
Oh yeah, getting to the bathhouse scene and it's people.
It's people you know.
We know.
Yeah.
No, but you don't know the witch scene, right? Because you never played it. So in the witch scene, you follow Sinead. You have to keep a very long distance from her to like successfully track the witches into the woods. It's actually quite tricky to even follow them there. And then when they're there, they force Henry to take mushrooms, right? He starts having this kind of like strange. Sorry, there's spoilers coming up, guys. So quit out now if you haven't played
I'm gonna give you
KCD 1.
10 seconds.
Yeah, and then they all transform into animals, and they're there in this kind of weird hallucinogenic glade. And one is a pig, one is a cow, one is a horse, and you're just left there. And you can't, as Henry, you can't leave. If you go out the clearing, you just teleport back in. So you're trapped in this place, and you have no way out.
It's like a mushroom trip.
Yeah,
It's
you have,
fucking
and
crazy.
then when you actually, I'm not gonna say it, but when you figure it out, it's hilarious. It's genuinely hilarious when you figure out how to escape that scene.
I have a sneaky suspicion. I have a feeling. But Sinead,
Oh my god.
But yeah, no. Other women. I mean,
scene.
Victoria Hogan used to live here, but then she moved back to LA.
She lives in the Amazon rainforest now.
No, does she?
I interviewed her for my documentary about how AI is affecting the video game industry, and she was so kind to divulge like some quite sensitive, like personal information. And I was like, "Are you sure you want me to put that in?" And she was like, "Yeah," because basically she is a fucking amazing actress and voice actor. And she signed away her voice to an AI company before the AI boom had happened.
Oh,
so
no,
before
I didn't know
everyone
this.
before everyone became quite like annoyed with AI, it was like very wary of it. She was like, "Oh, a company wants to buy my
Teresa
voice."
did a deal with the devil.
Yes, and she was like fine, you know. I mean, you're gonna pay me, it's fine. But
my
then,
Christ.
of course, like very quickly, the AI thing took off, and she started to hear her voice everywhere.
Oh no.
Everywhere, and she was like, "I'm not being paid for any of this. I got a buyout, which was not great." And she was like, and so the reason she wanted to talk about it on my film was because she was like, "I don't want other actors to choose to do that because it's fucked."
And this has been a public service announcement.
Jesus.
If
She's
you were a loved one playing a video game,
Sponsored by Evil Game.
and it has some AI voices in it, contact your local official and make a complaint.
Fuck AI.
How can you identify an AI voice? You can't. And therein lies the
We are
problem.
all
We
AI.
are.
Wow, that's it though.
AI.
So she's a martyr for the like first
She
Butlerian jihad
Exactly.
or whatever.
Super
Yeah.
tech
pissed
actors,
off.
right.
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
super pissed off, and she was
Well, the
like, "Look,
Matrix.
I'm gonna tell you how it is." So thank her for that. But she was awesome. She's awesome.
So
Thank you
that's
for
why
your
she's not
bravery
with
of
us
telling
today,
us the story.
gang.
Yeah.
She's the
now
AI.
in the
the
cloud.
AI got
She's
her.
now
They got
AI.
her.
She's in the
just
cloud.
an AI.
Oh, but you know,
A disembodied voice of the
to
internet.
get Dadzig on it for a minute. I mean, if you'll value
Danzig?
Dadzig, not Danzig, not Danzig.
Danzig is a whole different character in Prague.
Yeah, I mean, it is a serious question that we ask ourselves as artists because we don't know, right? So, and I think it already is affecting actually
Well, I
my
mean,
work in Prague because there's a lot of small jobs that I just simply don't get anymore. So,
well, legally. Oh god.
Oh my god! I had to steal a child's bike to get up here. I didn't need it.
what a weird entrance.
That's Eric. Fucking
Welcome to
I'm using it.
That's our Eric. When he's not killing dogs, he's stealing children's bicycles.
I cleaned the child in two. They felt nothing.
Of scenes of
Only the cold company would blade help out.
the scene, actually an absolutely amazing scene that Jim High does, that my friend Jim here does, of Eric when he's face to face with our friend James Beaumont, and then he cuts the dog's head off. I was like, I watched that, and to me this was like when people say like, what's
This is very well disguised, not remembering my lines.
Exactly. Acting,
line,
and like movie acting, television acting. Like that is an example of like, what's the difference? That's performative capture. That's performative capture. It's not all voice saying. That's
It was a powerful scene. It was a powerful scene.
He's trying to drown me out because he's being very humble. But it was an incredible scene, and I'm very jealous that I wasn't. I wasn't cast as Jim High. But I would have liked to keep his face, but I would do everything.
But you know why you weren't cast?
Yes.
You know, because it's very expensive to fly him in from Dubai.
Dubai's very expensive.
This is the problem.
They wouldn't do it. You know what?
That's why me and Jim don't live in Dubai.
Yeah. Also, I asked for.
We would otherwise.
My buyout. I was asked for gold, specifically gold. Like I asked for a bag of money.
Like a purse.
A purse, exactly. Like how much does it matter? As long as it's like a loincloth wrapped in twine.
That should suffice.
And it needs to be thrown at
from the window.
It needs to be thrown at.
Yeah, that's how we were paid.
Yeah, exactly.
That is actually very close to the truth.
There's a lot of
how
people
Prague
excited.
operates.
There's a lot of people excited that Hysteric
A
is here.
sock full of coin.
Oh yeah.
Hysteric is.
Hysteric, yeah.
Have you been?
Yeah.
It's a real will they won't they
together in any capacity for the peasants before?
No, not for the high
This is it.
It's the premiere.
This is it. The premiere. Hysteric is happening right now on stream. Unbelievable.
Oh no! What's going to happen? I'm alive, Jim. I'm alive.
I've moved on.
Yeah, I've moved on.
Fucking dog, what
am I
did I
going to tell Steve?
I need to make Steve know.
I mean, there'll never be another Istvan, but Steve is very lucky.
Steve is stable. And, he's consistent.
Okay, here's a question.
Not as adventurous.
If your character could sing karaoke in a Bohemian tavern, what song would they choose?
I will survive. I will survive. It's a perfectly camp song for Istvan right now. Yeah,
I can see it. How it would
I will
begin
survive.
as well, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. I don't know, it's raining men, and maybe
It's raining.
Oh, you didn't give me one.
You jumped in the wrong grave. Sorry. Okay, I'll get you up here.
I jumped in the wrong grave.
Yeah, you should have been in Istvan Toth, not Radzig's. Good on him. Okay, never mind. That landed well.
Yeah,
welcome to Comedy Channel.
He was prepping that all the time. I was there as well.
Let's say better tour guide than stand-up comedian, potentially. I don't know. Would you like a beer, Jim? No, you're right. I'll get you one. I'll get you. Yeah.
Would you tell the fact that I have to say that Kofola has been a real hit on the stream.
Oh, you're on the Kofola.
Tell people what the Kofola is about. Tell them for those people who aren't.
Kofola means all sorts of different things, but anybody who's really interested in getting into the brand should do their own research. But it's like it's Cold War Coke, basically. So it's East European Coke.
We got some Cold War Coke from Germany. Sounds.
What do you want to do about
wrong.
that?
But it was Cold War Coke.
Yeah.
It's Cold War Coke if it was East German.
Yeah, sure.
And we're at Bergheim.
We also have Coke. We have delicious Coca-Cola.
We like cocaine.
We got Cold War Coke at Bergheim.
It's all jeans. Yeah.
Good. So there's just something punchy about the brand, but that's why I associated with Istvan Toth. But also it's Istvan Kofola. So it's on me. Kofola.
Very good.
Yeah. That was my play. But I'm still waiting for them to call me to the boardroom so I can do my pitch. I'm actually a bit upset that I haven't.
The Kofola guys, yeah.
I want an unlimited supply of Kofola for all the promo that I've done so far.
That's a reasonable request. You've probably
I think so. What does it cost them to give me a lifetime supply of Kofola? How much Kofola can I drink a day?
I don't know.
What is it? What is a pint of Kofola to them? A cent?
Sit down, is it?
Oh, before you go,
Probably.
let's all just get in the frame for a second.
It's not.
I'm not going to drink
for a
more than
thumbnail.
3 Kofolas a day, am I? Let's
Guys,
be
all,
serious.
just for a
I like
second.
that your
we don't
pitch
have-
is just like,
just
reading
stay,
it, like,
just
why aren't you
stay
doing
still.
it? They'll listen to
I'm
that.
cheap.
Thumbnail. I'm gonna.
Stay still. This will be for the thumbnail of the video that goes on YouTube. So everyone lean in, and then if you can frame up, dude.
I'll give a bit of space above, right?
Yeah, great.
Right, hold on.
And 3,
text.
2, 1. Hands-free.
I'll give it wide, just one more. I'll just do it, alright.
That'll do. That'll do. Thanks, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'll be nice. That's really nice. What a lovely thumbnail that'll be.
It's done. It's done. It's done now, is it? It's done.
That's done.
It's done.
It's done. Thank you.
Mesmerised by the camera.
Okay.
That's a look you get that dog.
Logan has talked about streaming KCD2. When can we expect that to happen?
In what's the date today? What's the date? Seriously.
18th of June.
In, if you want to start the clock, in 20 days, 21 days, I will start
There you go.
the psychogeography of KCD.
Psychogeography.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
It's gonna get real.
Can I ask my question?
Yeah.
What the fuck is Kitten Beach? Kitten Beach.
Kitten Beach, what is it?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
In a very simple kind of description, it's like site-specific theatre.
Oh,
Right.
is it?
Yeah, yeah, it's a site-specific
I just thought it was
environmental
kittens on a
theatre
beach.
project. No, basically the kittens were trained to act, right?
No
To
way.
To provide kind of therapy to the people who came to the Kitten Beach experience, right? And then people showed up to Kitten Beach who were traumatised. And then we took them to Kitten Beach. No, this has really happened. And then the kittens were trained to like dance and like sing and
You should know the embellishments with Logan are just kind of in there. They're just so separate truth from fiction.
baked in.
Yeah.
Sorry. It is, no, but it is true though. I have quite a lot of video footage of this.
I think we're good for now.
Whether that's of any value these days. But yeah, so people would come down. They would come and stay at the Kitten Beach Motel and Foot Spa, and we would take them down to the Kitten Beach, and we would just say English-speaking cat, 'cause this is what we did the 3 months of training. And then the kittens would run up to them, right? So they were like, we had people that were really traumatized, guys, like real like refugee type situations and all sorts of stuff. Wow. And we take them down there and just go say English-speaking cat, and then all the cats would run to them, and they would lie in the sunshine, they would swim, the cats would sing to them, and their serotonin would go way up. Yeah. And they would begin the healing process. So
this is chat's
it's quite benign.
Chat's
It's
telling
quite
me
benign.
that none of this is real and that this is all fake. Is that right?
They think I cannot fake that kind of footage, guys. First of all, I don't use AI. But second of all, that you can't fake that kind of footage. I'm sorry. That's what
Except
happened.
for this stream, which is all I have.
Chat,
This
is
is
what he's
completely
saying
AI.
true? Is what he's saying true?
I did a 3-hour presentation on this the other day. I made it very clear what Kitten Beach was about. Please repeat the script.
I don't think I'm ready.
Let's not get into season 2.
You're not ready for
I'm not
We're
ready
not
for
getting
Logan
into
in
season
general.
2.
No,
Like, I just
Kitten
don't think
Beach,
I'm-
guys. I told you this.
I don't think I'm-
warned you off this.
I don't think I'm ready for you as a person.
You're fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Mr. Dale. It's whether you're ready for Prague.
Barely. Fucking barely.
Welcome to Prague.
Yeah, welcome to Prague.
Yeah, thank you, boys. Hey! Hey! Oh, no, I
Yeah, we should punt down the river sometime.
We should.
We should go down and so here's some
Prague weekend.
Let's give them some as members of
Jim, you do the
the
punt
Czech
then.
community.
Of course.
We've lived here for a bit. What are some things we have to, like some advice we should
Members
give
of
this
the
man?
Czech community is pretty ambitious.
Okay.
Yeah.
As members
Yeah.
members of the bubble within inside the Czech community.
Inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside of the Czech community.
As members of a fringe
in the
community.
membrane.
Members of a fringe community
Rejected by
outside of
society.
the Czech Republic, rejected by the community. What's some like things you tell him? Like, some advice to give this guy?
Yeah.
I would say
man,
just
there's so much.
I don't know if you know the eye contact when you're doing that. That's good.
Yeah.
Nazdravi.
That's really
When you choose,
That's
right.
you have to
Okay.
really serious
All right, so
about that.
you're learning
Yeah.
Czech.
Nazdravi,
First pronunciation.
Nazdravi.
Yeah, man. I've been spending a lot of time in Moravia.
Nazdravi. Nazdravi.
I got nothing
Emphasis is always on the first syllable.
Nazdravi.
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 There we go.
Nazdravi.
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 Nice driveway.
Do that
Nice
way.
driveway.
I love that.
There you go.
Very good. Yeah, well, I felt thoroughly welcomed by everyone here, and it's only been a week and a half, but it's been fucking great.
Awesome.
So yeah.
My advice is get into Zhishkov as quickly as you can and understand. Yeah, I know, Jim. But like, sorry, I've got
You
to
don't
tell
like
you,
Zhishkov?
Zhishkov. These guys are Letna guys. They're Letna guys, but you have to understand.
Letna, excuse me. I'm a Vinoradi boy.
Wait, what's so special about
Oh, that's the worst.
La-di-da.
He likes to watch the sunset on Rigby.
I enjoy a good sun watching.
I'll just defend this.
And a Chardonnay.
You know, you walk by Vinoradi when they're doing that, all the Vinoradians, and they're like watching the sunset. They're so smug.
You there?
They are so
Fetch
smug.
me a Chardonnay.
Listen, Logan, descend.
I just walk by.
Logan, descend back down to the dark side of the hill, will you?
Yeah, exactly. Go to Zhishkov, Luke, and there you will find.
Zhishkov, if everyone's wanting to
its
know
own
where I
place.
got my feral Cockney voice, that's from Zhishkov. I got it. I got that in Zhishkov.
So what's so special?
Yeah, the air
about Zhishkov?
pollution is bad. The air pollution is bad. Michael could tell you about Zhishkov.
No, I love Zhishkov.
There's a
Zhishkov's
very
great.
good nuclear bunker there in case things go wrong.
Excellent nuclear bunker.
Very good nuclear bunker. Me
No,
and Jim
no,
have performed in that nuclear bunker.
Zhishkov was its own, like Smichov, were their own towns until the early
Yeah, they
20th
got
century. And it has its very own identity. It's got its own accent.
Yeah,
It's not quite as strong as, like, say, Cockney from diverting from like mainstream Czech. But you can, when you learn Czech well enough, you kind of go, oh yeah, you're from Zhishkov.
Okay.
And they have their own accent, and then and many parts of it are kind of a little bit more wild. Maybe for those of us who've been living here longer, kind of take us back to the 90s and
Zimmerman
or
is
to
there.
the early 2000s, mid 2000s when we first moved there.
This
It's
theatre is there.
It's a bit more edgy, but there's a Zimmerman theatre as well. But some parts of it feel more rough, let's say.
It's like Soho or something. I would say. No?
It's got
What
its
would you call
own
it?
it's the
vibe.
industrial area, right?
It's got its own vibe.
No, is that wrong? What would you say?
All jokes.
Soho
But like a
Zhishkov
London
is cool.
comparison.
Zhishkov is super cool. It's an emerging neighborhood.
Zhishkov?
It's also best
Emerging
quality.
neighborhood.
No, I mean like it. I mean it is like this
Yeah,
warm.
it's phenomenal.
What
Emerging neighborhood.
What the Vinoradiite is trying to say is
Yeah,
it's being gentrified.
The best.
Yes.
Tell me you're a
it's
Vinoradian
not
without
gentrified.
saying it.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
and the best part of Zhishkov is
Zhishkov's an emerging neighborhood.
It's beside Vinoradi. So you sometimes
my
like when I
God.
want to slum it up, I just
So you
cross
can go
it.
slam it for a while,
No,
and then we'll go back up the hill to the
for real.
sunshine.
No, I mean emerging. I mean
And
emerging,
Rigby
not
Sunday.
gentrification.
Drink our sherry.
I mean, Zhishkov is like there's more and more things happening in Zhishkov.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. Not
Yeah, it was just
not
it was just
gentrification. I don't mean there's more Starbucks. Although would it kill them to have a few? No,
Huge long street. There were like 22 clubs on that one.
Yeah, what happened to cluster technique, right?
Yeah. It bounced off Zhishkov, to be fair.
Personally,
Yeah, yeah.
They really tried.
And they all
But
died.
to the left bank,
Zhishkov's kind
I
of
have
like
no
an
intention
Escher
of going
painting.
right again.
The corporations
I
just
do
get
not want
lost.
to live with Zhishkov. I'm like,
Good.
he's north of the left bank. I'm in like just below Malastrana.
When you say left bank, point that out to me.
Prague Castle is on the left bank of the city, yeah. So
Liben.
Malastrana.
Someone says
Smichov.
Liben is the worst
left
neighborhood.
bank is
Here.
Let's talk about the worst neighborhood.
Let us up here, but that's still technically left bank.
I don't know.
No,
Just for the record, guys,
We're gonna get into
if this
sprawl
is
here,
audible,
don't
I
worry.
do not think Zhishkov is a bad neighborhood
I'm
at all.
No, me neither. I love
I
Zhishkov.
absolutely
Stop
love
in this
it.
district.
I've never
I
had
like
any
that
problems
here,
there. I
yeah,
feel
right.
super safe all the time. Zhishkov is great.
I-
Zhishkov is the real.
I really mean that as well. Like I spend a lot of my evenings in Zhishkov. Zhishkov is fucking great.
And there's a massive statue of Zhishka there, so if you're a big fan of Zhishka, then
Oh, right, yeah.
Zhishkov is your place.
It's named after Jan Zhishka.
Right.
There you go.
Thanks for enough.
I mean, maybe a lot of them don't know.
Don't need Michael.
He's underlining that.
Hey, what my friend
But that's my personal preference. I like where I live. So.
Yeah. Biggest question statue in Central
Of a
Europe.
horse, of a man on a
In
horse,
the world.
something like that.
Third,
Yeah,
in the world.
in the world.
Third tallest in the world.
That's great.
picked.
9.5 meters.
Big horse.
Yeah,
Big horse.
Yanchishka, 9.5 meters.
You have to get Adrian Bush.
That's a big
you know-
horse, Michael.
Do you know where the tallest equestrian statue in the world is?
The tallest?
Equestrian statue.
Yeah.
Equestrian. Oh, okay.
Man on a horse, person on a horse.
Kazakhstan.
No, close.
Uzbekistan.
North Korea.
Turkmenistan.
Mongolia.
Ah, nice.
Mr. Genghis Khan.
Nice.
Yeah.
60 meters.
Fucking hell.
Good.
60 meters. So 6 times the height of the Zizka statue.
He did pretty well for himself, that guy.
He did, yeah.
He got about a bit.
He did get about it.
He got about.
Yeah. He knew a thing or two about military maneuvers as well.
Yeah.
Still the largest outflanking maneuver ever done.
Where? Which battle? Which battle?
I'm not sure exactly which battle, but he sent one wing off all the way through Russia, and the other one he came through the stands, and they converged somewhere in Eastern Europe. And it's like 10,000 kilometer flanking maneuver. Right, all right, see you later, guys. Off they went.
There was this one battle, I don't know if you know it, in like Byzantine times, I think. No, maybe earlier than that, like 200 AD, where Roman armies went from like Constantinople down to sack the Persian capital, whatever the Persians were called at the time. And then the Persian army had set off to sack the other capitals, so they both just like simultaneously sacked each other's capitals.
And then went back and were like, oh shit.
And then had a fight over the ruins.
Did you know Hannibal, when he went with his elephants over the Alps, actually recruited on the way the Boy tribe, which is where Bohemian comes from.
The Lost
as
Boys.
mentioned, yeah. Is it?
Yeah, the boys. Yeah.
And they went down to Rome as well. So those Celts were actually involved in that because I think they were a bit pissed with the Romans.
Yeah, and that's what, so this is a bit of a deviation into history here, but like, is that what carved out Galicia in the Levant, right? There's a Galicia, ginger.
The dads are
Like ginger people. There's a ginger colony of Galicians from the Boy. I think they're called from Gaul.
Could be.
And then there's it's somewhere in like Lebanon or somewhere. And that's why you see people in that region like Jordan occasionally having like red hair. Yeah?
I've been streaming.
You were in Jordan, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in
Do you live in Jordan?
No.
You're here for the day, right?
I'm here for the day. I'm
And not
normally based in
available for
Petra. I have an exciting announcement about Reed Jordan, actually. For those people who do, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say so, people who like my voice.
It's a good time to get a beer for me.
So, it's going to take a while.
Jim is available.
If you go to
He goes on for hours when he talks.
If you go to yeah, all right. If you go to Petra, and you go to the night show there now, they have a light show which was slightly underwhelming last time, but now there's a Czech group doing some video mapping on it.
Well, they had a flood recently. I don't know how they're doing it.
They did, and that was predicted, strangely, in the video. And the Jordanian authorities wanted that video out, and then there was an actual flood. It's a whole thing. But I am the voice of the walls of Petra.
No way, man! That's amazing! Oh my god!
I'm finally
kicked it out of the
I'm
park.
That sounds
I'm
so
a
fucking
city.
grandiose.
You're a wonder of the world.
I'm a wonder of the world now. Voice of.
Yeah, but you always were, though.
Thank you.
I am the voice of Petra.
Yes, exactly.
I am the voice of reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, so excited
How
about
we
it.
Another
doing?
one off the bucket list.
I know, exactly.
I think we
voice
can
a
sort of
city.
close up soon.
Probably.
I think the questions have been asked.
And I'm done.
I'll wait for
Now
Alex to
I
get back.
retire.
Got the set.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Whew.
And anyway, I want a cigarette, and I can't do that on stream. It just looks bad.
Just break the stream and cut for a smoke.
No, we'll stop.
We're going to stop soon. We're just going to
So-
wait for Alex to get back, and then we'll cut it there.
So can we say that about Saturday? Can we say about Saturday?
Yeah,
Yeah, plug Saturday.
So we're going to be in Kutna at the Silver Ring for the large parade. I've mentioned it a few times today. So if you've only joined later, it's the 30th or 31st annual Silver Ring parade in Kutna Kuttenberg. Not sure about times. Please check it out. But we'll be there. And in fact,
The 33rd, really.
no, the 30th or the 31st. I'm not sure.
The first 33rd that ever
The
happened.
33rd Silvering, I heard.
No,
That would be
it's
an
not.
auspicious one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
it
no,
was the
that's
day.
no,
I
that's not.
misheard you. So
Yeah.
what is it then?
30th or the 31st.
Of.
This Saturday.
that it's
It's the
happened.
anniversary It has happened 30 times previously.
So it's the 13th. Yeah,
It's going well.
Just to clear it up.
All right, Dad. Listen, Dad, are you keeping up with this, lad?
Oh, that's when?
It's the 13th.
You can have your biscuits later.
You want silver? I ain't got any silver.
Why are they doing northern accents?
Do you
again?
want the Jaffa cakes?
They cut into northern accents.
You're way more northern than I am.
Okay, because I'm northern, Jim's adopting a northern accent to get through to me. That's what the South think of us.
So true.
I didn't understand a word of that. I didn't get a word.
It's not
what and he's
not
about
what we
south
think
as
of
you
you.
can get. This
I
is
am.
literally about as south as you can get.
Well, yeah. Isles of Scilly have just a couple of inches on us, but that's it. Yeah.
Let's try again. This Saturday,
It's the 31st.
it will be the 30th
anniversary.
or the 31st. I'm not sure which.
Well, it's quite a big difference.
For
isn't
God's
it?
sake, I'll look it up then.
Right.
But we'll be there.
We'll be there.
Yeah, it's like what Michael's
We're
getting
gonna-
at.
Thank you, Jim, for reeling it back round.
Also, just while Michael's if you look up the historical account of Sir Radzig, his true, and in connection with Gutenberg and the silver miners, it's very interesting, and it bodes perhaps badly for Michael on this trip. We'll see.
Maybe we should go out.
But you survived last time, didn't you? So, but look it up, Sir Radzig in Gutenberg with the silver miners.
Henry, our hero Henry. I knew he had something ready.
Chat, we're going to end
Always
it there.
be ready.
We're going to end it there. It's been an absolute fucking amazing stream. It's
been alright.
It's been 6 hours.
Shut up.
It's been 6 hours. Thank you, obviously, big thank you to you for showing us around Prague.
Radzig.
I didn't mean to throw that was weird. That was a weird thing.
Finders keepers.
Thank you, boys, for showing up and being a part of it. It really was an absolute joy. Thank you to the peasants for showing up. Thank you to all the peasants that showed up in real life. There must have been about 30 people, I counted roughly, that actually sniped us today. But you were all so respectful and lovely, and it was a pleasure. Thank you to Unlimited IRL and Joel for sponsoring.
Thank you, Joel.
Thanks, Joel.
Joel has been amazing.
Awesome, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Pleasure.
and I think we can cancel it out there. So much love. Bye bye.